We're here on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange with Jim Cramer, who's going to answer your Twitter questions. Jim, our first question, one word, Glencore.
Okay, Glencore, I mean, it's really important people focus on what I'm saying here because I'm done answering your stock questions on Twitter because I'm sick of the abuse. Thank you for so many nice people, but sorry, you've been drowned out, Gresham's Law. Glencore is the situation that I'm the most worried about other than Volkswagen and Petrobras, and I'm not assuaged by their positive comments. They have too much debt. Maybe it's $50 billion. And you know what? This could be long-term capital. It's one of the reasons I'm worried. I keep emphasizing Glencore, Petrobras, and Volkswagen as reasons why I have been very, very bearish.
On the subject of Volkswagen, Jim, what other stocks can we foresee impacted by the recent events there?
Volkswagen, it's really unto itself. We had to trim our Honeywell position for ActionAlertsPlus.com because they do turbo. I want to very much buy Honeywell when everyone realizes that.
Switching gears, is Amgen a good buy?
I think Amgen, Biogen, I think Celgene, I think that even Regeneron, a little bit less, that have come down to levels where you really have to take a good look at them. Gilead too. Here's what happens. You buy some here, and if it comes down, you buy more. Some of these stocks are selling at 14 times 2016 earnings. No one wants to hear it. The technicals are all really negative. My friend Bob Lang thinks there's a big roll-up. Bruce Kamich, who does stuff for Real Money, says these are all going down. But I can't pick the bottom, but I'd like to start somewhere. If you say that from this takeaway that I'm saying buy all your Celgene, you got to get Q-tips.
Jim, what about Skyworks Solutions? Will the iPhone and Internet of Things blast that one off its recent lows?
Everyone knows that already. David Aldrich has done a remarkable job. This is a fantastic company. All the semiconductor companies that are related with cell phones are going lower, but Skyworks is another one that I think it's up too much for the year, but it's good. And just because it's up too much shouldn't mean why it's being punished. At 600, the S&P 1500 down 25%. From their peak. Skyworks is down a great deal, but I really like the company, but I can't necessarily say this is the level. I do like the company.
And finally, once Facebook or Google take over the Twitter newsfeed formula, do you see Twitter being faded out like MySpace?
I think Twitter ultimately has a franchise. I don't think it can be MySpace. I think that's very important because it has a very good balance sheet and it does have a core group of adherents. But if they don't start offering a concierge service and they don't start doing a Twitter feed that can be curated, then it will go the way of MySpace. And I pretty much said that to them, and I don't want that to happen. But Twitter also, it's Gresham's Law. As I said, I'm going to answer all the stock questions here because what's happened is people just say, listen, in June of 2007, you really liked Hewlett. I'm not going to answer those questions anymore. The wife just says, stop it. The wife's right. I'm married.
Jim, thanks so much. Remember, send your questions to Jim at Jim Cramer. Use #CramerQ. I'm Rhonda Schaffler for The Street.